mines or moving things around. Really hard slaves to keep, dwarves, on account of them seeing in the dark, you see.
Yes.
Of course, though, uh, our master's people can also see in the dark. I think they can, anyways. Zamacles? Yeah. Oh, I heard
Quite,
my
quite.
name. Are you talking about me? I hope it's only good things.
Of course, Master.
Well, come forward, Arlen. Tell me what you think of this row of 5. Will they survive a long trip through a desert?
Where are these? Well, there's some group
There's
of
just
5 somewhere.
you need to
Sure.
see them. Sure, let me find
No,
some.
no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I
No, I
thought
got
I
him.
thought I had to
I
move
got him.
somewhere. No, I'm fine. God damn it.
Bunch of sorry-looking people. uh, yeah, there's a group of 6 of them that are together.
Master, would you mind if I ask a few questions regarding the duration of the trip and how much they will be fed and what they will be fed?
Oh, it is most likely the better part of a month through the deserts.
A month in the desert.
Yes.
And I see. And
They will receive 1 portion of gruel per day and 1 cup of water, says Joram.
Master, if you will, I can increase the water and provide water to the entire. Can I provide water to the entire caravan if I'm just casting?
Create water is a cantrip, which you could do technically all day long.
Yeah, Master, this it would task me, but I could provide water for the entire caravan.
Yes.
That would reduce the amount that you could carry, that you would need to carry of supplies, and allow you to carry more food if you wish. And I could keep it clean. It wouldn't go bad.
You're trying to make yourself indispensable, aren't you?
Only if you see fit. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help get these slaves across to a more profitable market, if that's what you wish.
This one guy who seems in that row of 6 that seems to understand what you're saying. He lowers his head. And this one's teeth. Their teeth go, so do their bones. Half of them are rotten. And you can see there's this one slave master who's arguing the point that they're healthy, or the healthiest that he's got. Arlen, give me a heal check.
Okay. Arlen is, he's trying to be useful so that he's not stepped on as often, and maybe he can extend that to the other slaves that are with him.
No, he can't. But that's nice of you to think.
Except for you, of course.
I don't.
13. I do not roll that well.
These people are really weak. They've been through a lot, and you're guessing they don't eat enough.
Master, the initial problem
With a 13,
really,
like, your diagnosis is they're all worn out. It's not very medical, but you didn't roll very high.
Yeah. Let me know when I can. What would I need to do to reroll?
You'd inspect others, different groups.
Okay. Master, could I compare them to other groups, please? This is the first that I've seen. I'd like to see others.
Once I hold that tablet there, they are mine.
Well, then my initial, from what I see, is they're weak. They're exhausted. They have not been fed well, have not been cared for, and will suffer if they come along for the month trip.
Let's see what 37 slaves look like. 1, 2, 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 18.
18, so double that, 36.
36. And we'll make a couple of them halflings. And then one more.
Now, keep in mind, I could channel some energy to channel some healing to these slaves, and
This one slave master is how dare you insult me? These are fine product. Let me find a slaver token.
yes, you see, I apologize, Master, and I'm just talking to Zamacles with my head bowed. If you can see the veins, you can see the little vessels across their arms, the lower parts of their arms. Those should not be visible if they have drinking enough water. The fact that the color under their eyes is off and their eyes are a little yellow indicates that their food is not nourishing, or it's not plentiful enough.
I swear these are the most stealthy slaves that I hear. I could have given you a bunch of wretches, but I gave you able-bodied men. They can carry stone all day long in the dry desert heat. If they don't, well, you've got 37 of them. Give me a diplomacy check to see if Zamacles is swayed by your argument.
Okay. I do
Drift's already calling for slave uprising.
but it's limited. Oh, 10. I'm rolling low.
I don't think it would be appropriate at this time to reward them for not doing anything. Please keep your spells to yourself, says Zamacles.
Low?
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
Please keep your spells to yourself. I wouldn't want there to be a stampede towards you. They haven't done anything yet to be rewarded. And this guy is like barking at your face. No. I will take these slaves, but I want to inspect first the 3 prizes, the reason why I'm here. And he is like angrily huffing as Zamacles. Joram, will you join me over here? Let us have a look at these slave-born dwarves. Oh my, they are very muscular, aren't they? Of course they are. They have been working in the mines and the fields for at least 40 years. 40 years of muscle. Dwarves, they keep on growing muscle. Old man muscle, yes, of course. They will be good at whatever you want them to do. Why 3? They seem to get along. They are somewhat inseparable. They have always gone together. At one time there were 6, now there are 3. Oh, what happened to the 6? 3 of them were sold to gladiators. Or mines, I do not remember. Oh, well. What do you think, Joram? Show me your teeth. Show me your teeth. Unfortunately, they do not speak Dwarven. They are slave-born. Speak to them in a lower tongue. Show me your teeth. The dwarf just shows them teeth.
They do not speak Imperial? What is it? Common? What are we speaking?
You guys are speaking in Imperial Common, but Joram had switched to Dwarven to talk to them. Apparently Joram knows a few languages.
Okay.
And they didn't seem to understand what he was saying. They are very healthy. They are very strong. They have been whipped quite a bit. There is only one way to motivate a slave, says the slaver. He taps the coiled whip at his side. Joram doesn't seem to agree with that, but he does not. He has the wisdom not to disagree out loud. Oh, well, yes, we'll find a way to motivate them. Have they ever killed before? Not to my knowledge. Maybe deep in the mines. It is dark down there. Sometimes they refuse to come out. Oh, well. a bit of a rebellious streak in them who do them fine when they're thrust into a pit. What do you think, Arlen? Do you think they are strong enough to be gladiators?
If you'd allow me to inspect them, Master?
It is why I brought you here, Arlen.
So Arlen approaches and starts... Let me move that dude here.
What are their names? I only have their numbers written down. Yorm, could you ask them what their names are? What is your name?
22, sir.
Yeah, these are fit dwarven specimens. They are strong in their prime, like they might be 50 years old.
Arlen will speak. Do they speak Stygian?
They seem to. They only seem to speak. They even seem to have a hard time understanding Imperial Common.
Okay. I'll.
This one is not responding. How come?
I'll switch to Elven.
There is a dialect amongst the slaves. It is part goblin, part nonsense. They have been here in the mines and then in the quarries for some time. You speak goblin? Joram just shakes his head no. I speak a bit of goblin. Let's see. And Zamacles begins warming up his voice. Like he's about to sing. He smacks his lips a little bit. Brock bricks or block. Yagog. Yukog. Yungromi. Oh, that one is called Yagog, Yukog, and Yungromi. Well.
Arlen.
Yagog. Give me a diplomacy check as you're trying to be friendly to these slave-born dwarves.
18.
Yukog just grunts to you, he nods, and then just lowers his head.
Yeah, I'm doing the basic, like, greetings, hello, respect, how are you kind of thing. We're both slaves, what's up? Shitty life, here.
The way that you are no longer in chains, they seem to be, like lowering their eye.
I do let them see that my hands had manacles.
Okay, their eyes do dart towards that when you do show them that, but they still seem to understand that they are lower than you. You're walking around with the master looking at them. They know what's going on.
Master, they as told, they are very strong and healthy. I see no issues with them. They are very fit.
Their legs are a little stubby, aren't they? Is that normal?
Yeah, when compared to the other dwarf in our cage, they would not move as fast as we would. However, if you look at them, their chests are quite thick. They're quite hardy.
Perhaps we should save them a march through the desert so that they are well rested when they reach your home, Master. Oh, yes, perhaps we will buy another wagon while here. Joram, go and take this coin purse and go and fetch another wagon while I complete business here with my friend. And Zamacles walks off to the side a little bit. You notice that Roger stays near you, and Eric wanders over to the others. There are enough people around that there's nowhere for these people to run. Plus, they're all kind of shackled together. They're all actually sitting down at this point in time. Yagog, Yugromi, and Yagog are just standing there waiting. They don't seem to be bothered by the warm sun or just by the inconvenience of being trotted out. Joram, you should learn when to keep your mouth shut. That's what he says to Arlen. You should know your place, gladiator. To argue
yes,
with,
of course.
To argue with, you are not here to barter. You are here to assess.
My apologies if I overstepped my bounds. I simply wanted to be of aid. Any way you see me helpful to you or the master, please let me know. My apologies again to you.
Let's see if he accepts your apology. Is it sincere? Is it a bluff, or is it a diplomacy?
I did not mean to overstep his bounds. Everything I was saying was sincerely trying to get these people across alive.
Okay.
Arlen thinks they'd be better off fighting as gladiators than starving to death and dying here.
All right. So give me a diplomacy check.
There you go.
You get a +2 because Arlen is actually sincere, which is a rare thing in these parts in these days.
27. That'd be a
Holy
27.
crap.
27 heat.
That's like 10 higher than the best that Snowbeard can do.
You'd be best. He actually grabs you by the wrist. You'd be best advised to learn your place and know that you cannot save all of these people. He looks at you like there was maybe like a hint of like maybe he thought this the way you did when he was younger.
Yeah.
Joram has some years behind him by the wrinkles in his face.
I have not seen this before.
He nods and he goes off and he just like pretends to be doing things on his slate. He's doing some sort of calculation. Roger comes over. Kind of a sorry looking lot, aren't they? Oh, these dwarves stink. The dwarves don't seem to mind. Maybe they don't understand, or they're just oblivious.
Used to it.
Yep.
Yep.
So, we making the sale or what?
I'm not sure. I think for the dwarves we are. The others.
They bundle them together. So you got it. Someone's gonna feed
see.
all these men.
I see. Yeah, then I believe we are. The master is having a conversation with the other.
Splendid. Oh, you. You can overhear the conversation.
I'm getting attached to Arlen, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah, you make them talk in character like for a few games, and like, this is my PC now.
No attention. No, roll for it.
All right. So eventually, apparently, the purchase goes through, and Zamacles is marching back with his soldiers, and is. I suppose we'll have to go get a wagon. Joram, go and fetch that wagon now for the dwarves. Now, what to do with these sorry lot? He's standing there, his clawed hands on his hips, just looking down at all these people, shaking his head slightly. I suppose they'll have to march behind the death cart. Whichever ones don't keep up, we'll sell to the necromancer.
Is he speaking to Arlen? Alrighty then, again.
Oh, this damn cold.
Is he speaking at all to Arlen, or just out loud to himself, I assume?
Zamacles has a cold. Oh, I do wish this slime disease would pass. What was your question, Ahmed? Sorry?
Was he speaking to Arlen, or...
He was just speaking out loud.
Okay. Master, may I approach?
He waves you over.
In regards to the healing I mentioned earlier, it is a large circle that I produce, which I can encompass almost all the slaves, and I can do it multiple times a day. With enough food, I'm fairly certain we would be able to bring them across.
Yes. We'll be the holdings of my people once we cross the desert. The deserts are dangerous, you know. There are all sorts of critters and creatures that will try to eat them. Not to mention the heat. You'll solve their water problem for sure. The strong will survive. The strong will survive.
Yes, master, of course. At your command. And I fall back behind Eric and wait for Roger.
But if you want to be responsible for them,
Whatever you wish for me, Master. I will do my best to help you obtain more gains and sell as many slaves as possible. I will follow what you request.
excellent. You can use your spells once we're outside of the slave market. I wouldn't want to be stampeded by these slaves to simply try to get a bit of healing out of a lowly priest such as yourself.
As you wish, Master.
I like the old gods, but just not that much.
Arlen smiles at that.
I'm going to duplicate another slave wagon. This one will be pulled by a team of 4 horses. And I'm going to jumble the poor chained people behind the caravan. And we'll probably need to intersperse some of the guards around the slaves. Some of the foot soldiers, these poor foot soldiers that have been walking the entire time while the gladiators get to have a free ride. They do not like you because of that, you're pretty certain.
Wait, sorry, what happened?
The Stygian,
I was just doing math in my head.
The Stygian mercenaries have been walking. Some of them do get to ride on carts, but not all of them. And they don't like you because of that. You're pretty certain.
That's us, like me, Arlen. You mean? Or the
yeah, Arlen or like the gladiators in here. They give you dirty looks whenever.
we took their cart. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine as long as it's not Arlen on his own. I couldn't fight off
specifically Arlen. No.
I couldn't fight off one of those guys.
Snowbeard and the others see these really, really beefy dwarves they're chained together. It looks like
are we gonna roll these up, Marty, with specific like restrictions, like they're
maybe?
Oh, that's gonna be awesome. I want to roll these guys up.
Yagog, Yukog, and Yungromi.
Yeah.
They go wandering by your wagon. Are you saying anything to them, Mark? You see fellow dwarves. Well, they're not Arctic dwarves. They're dwarves.
Hey, how's it going? He says it in Dwarven, not realizing they don't speak it.
One of them looks up at you and just sort of sniffs and keeps on walking.
Snowbeard like eyes him up. Then he's like looking at his own arms, like flexing. Oh yeah, we're the same. I'm right back. I just gotta bring something up to my wife.
Sure, they're a tough-looking lot, but they are locked into their own wagon, away from all of you.
Right, because they could probably strangle all of us.
They are chained like you are to a central post in the wagon, and then I guess we need people to drive the wagon. We'll have another driver, and 2 of the soldiers will get to ride. Eric and Roger return to their wagon. It will be your responsibility. I have done some quick calculations for food. It will be tight, but we will be able to feed them at least 1 handful each day. They will have to ration. There will be complaining.
I will be able to keep the food fresh, so it would not go bad, and the water will be. I apologize if I spoke out of. I don't know how you could leave people to.
These men will have life beyond the desert if you are successful.
Thank you. I hope. I pray that I am. And back home I go.
Yeah, Eric is there, not Roger, to put you back in. Get in there. Yeah. Get in there, priest, is what he says to you. He locks you up. Jorm's just doing figures. Oh, do send Undwind. I wish to talk to him about his spells. Undwind looks aghast, but the soldiers come over and fetch Undwind and escort him into the noble-covered wagon. Edward goes, "Good luck, young one. Remember, you are a wizard. Do not think that you are common."
Yeah, you're fine. Remember your strengths. Like I said, they value them.
Okay, he nods, hopefully, as he goes into
You'll
the
be
wagon.
fine.
Let's see.
Wait, where's Mark? Oh, I figured he did. He's probably gonna try to eat you.
That's funny.
I had to fill that in for him.
Okay, the next day. So describe what your daily routine is to keep these people alive, Ahmed.
So I could do. So there's lots of water that has to go out.
Yep.
I have.
Water is not a problem.
Water's not a problem. I have endure elements. That's up. So what? Other than drinking water, they're going to do water like their clothes to keep them a little hydrated. Not hydrated, but cooler for a little bit. I have 8 channels a day.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, so I could do every 2 hours do a channel. So a D6, and I think 30 foot if I'm in the center there. Where are they?
Yes, I think 30 feet. You could be in the middle of. It's like some future
Yep,
painting of like Arlen and the slaves. There's a 30-foot radius.
Yeah, and you
channel.
can fit soldiers and horses and basically most people around it to get like even the horses to get like the what's it called? The like the rubbing of the like the ropes and the leathers on them.
So any non-lethal damage from force marching, you're basically saying that you're getting rid of every 2 hours.
Yeah, so I can do that 8 times a day. Yeah, about every 2 hours. Well, yeah, every 2 or 3 hours, and we can rest. And I have
8 times per day. If you travel 8 hours a day, you could do it at the end of every hour, and then have one left over in the evening.
And I have 3 cure. I can have 2 cure. Actually, I might as well have endure elements, because I don't think I need the. I think the channels will be enough to heal these people. I think endure elements is better, so I'll be picking on the weakest ones to give them endure elements.
Okay.
And what else do I have here? I that's all I got, man. So
okay. So the last thing, Arlen, is food. This one cup of gruel per day compared to the protein and the bread that you guys are getting in your own cart, and the dwarves also seem to be fed.
is not going to be enough.
It's not going to be enough, and it will be the strong that survive a month long journey.
Let me look at my stabilize. Might as well have stabilize. Purify food, detect magic. I don't really care. Create water, light. Resistance. How long does resistance last?
Okay, every morning and several times during the day, Arlen is brought out of his cart by the guards to go tend to the slave folk.
Hmm. Yeah, it's a rough month. It's gonna be a rough month.
Joram the Hin provides Arlen with a bit of extra food.
I actually give the food to the weakest. I try to keep the weakest going. I try to bring as many of them across as I can. So Arlen is actually not eating as much as he should. He's getting a little thinner, but I'm still I'm not gonna pass out But you know,
Unwin, the understudy, apparently has impressed Zamacles, and he rides up in the master's wagon.
Excellent. In terms of
you can't take him away.
in terms of my
he's my only entertainment.
Roger's like,
magic.
"What do you want about Snowbeard?"
Ah, you're taking away the boy. Who am I gonna make fun of now?
Marty, what I am gonna
Sam's like,
prep.
just try it. You should save your strength. We're headed towards Zamacles' people.
Oh,
Okay.
the people of the mighty lips. Okay.
He laughs at that a little bit. And
Let's see if this works. Marty, I've also prepped mending.
okay.
So if anything starts wearing down, like the tires, the wheels on the carts, the ropes, the whatever, just start mending things along. Maybe get some use out of
I
some
think it's
spells.
1 pound per level.
Yeah, it's not much that I'm mending. I'm taking a look
Okay,
here.
so Roger appreciates the you helping kind of spruce up some of his equipment. He one day brings you around and you fix a bunch of minor things.
Yeah.
Arlen
It went
Snowbeard
before.
is starting to get special treatment from the guards and from the others, to the point where about a week into this, he's no longer locked up when tossed back into the prisoner wagon. Like, they just don't bother putting the manacles back on him because he's been going in and out of the wagon like almost every hour. They just bring him back.
Getting lazy, boys. Getting lazy.
Roger just chuckles it off, but yeah. Oh, you're doing good. That's what Ugg says to you finally.
Well, there needs to be some of that here. Otherwise, what's the point?
Is he doing good, or is he just extending their suffering? Is he just delaying that inevitable?
I've seen people die, and no matter what, they're always willing to fight.
You ain't seen people die the way I see people die there. I see people beg for death.
If you wish me to let you die at some point, let me know. Otherwise, I will always try to keep you alive.
That's good to know. Very, very comforting.
Okay. As you're passing along this desert road, you eventually find out, Arlen, through just being close to the soldiers and kind of in and out of your wagon, that you're heading towards an oasis. It is a small way stop along the way. I'm going to draw the oasis, where they figure that at this point in time, this would be a good place to have everyone bathe.
Yeah. How many people have we lost so far?
In the week or so that you've been going, let's see.
Don't forget to add bonuses. Don't forget to add bonuses.
37 of them. Nope, apparently he doesn't have enough dice. 1d, 20.
Do 20 and 17.
I'm looking
Oh
for
my
one.
god, look at the ones. 1, 2. Wait, 1, 2. Okay, 2.
No, there are 4 ones in that group.
Where? 1, 2. Oh shit. 3, 4. I didn't even see those 2 in the middle. 1, 2. Okay, 1. Holy fuck. God damn it, Arlen.
Okay, there are 5
5?
people that have grown ill. This is from just lack of nutrition, and give me a heal check. Let's pick out randomly 5 of them.
You want me to give you 5 of those?
I just won.
5.
It's fine.
Okay. 24.
Yeah, they've got a disease.
What's the disease? Do I know what it is?
Filth fever.
Filth fever. Okay. All right. Roger, if you wish to provide the following to our master, or do I report to what's his name?
Roger's the one that constantly walks you back and forth.
Okay.
But
we need to speak with.
This is along the way. We'll say you haven't reached the oasis yet. What are you doing with
Yeah.
these people that are basically almost being dragged along?
Okay. What we're gonna do is shit. See if we can get them fresh clothes. One, like a wrapping or whatever. That's one thing. They're gonna have a
Filth
fever.
Feeder eats away at your dex and your con. They've gotten to the point where it's been running for a while. You didn't recognize it, and
I can give him cure light wounds. Wouldn't do anything.
Nope.
No.
The Stygian soldiers don't like these slaves. Just leave them by the side of the road.
The master would be more. I don't. Okay, I'm not.
Leave them for the buzzards.
Master would not be impressed. I must do what I can to make sure.
You know what where they should go? They should go in the cart. Last thing we want are diseased corpses, smelling diseased corpses all the time.
So, what we'll do is we'll actually separate them. We'll have them in the back,
Okay,
like a little bit further back, and give them. And I'll try to. I'll actually try to be around and give them constant water, like not constant, but I'll ask if I can walk with them for a few hours, like a few extra hours a day to walk with them to constantly wash them off and.
So you're going to provide healing without a healer's kit.
I don't have a healer. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're at a -2 to your roll to provide healing. So you're going to play doctor and try to cure them of their disease.
Yeah. Do you want me to roll?
Yep.
24.
That's at a -2?
Yeah.
Okay.
19.
You and then they need 2 consecutive saves to succeed, so they gain bonuses to their saves, and then another roll for the next day.
Damn it. 23.
Look at Arlen. All right, so they receive +4s to their saves. We'll say they're commoners, and there are 5 of them.
Oh yeah, maybe we can get prestigitate going.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Okay,
What's the DC for this?
12. 4 of them make it.
3 of them make it.
In the time that you're allotted, you were able to save 3 of them.
Okay.
The
So
others,
2 of them died.
The others basically are left kind of to suffer along the side of the road. The decision is not yours. The soldiers basically notice that these men are not keeping up. They unchain them, push them off to the side of the road for the buzzards, and you can see that the birds are actually circling this large group of you. You do save 3 of them from their disease by your tending in the evening.
Are they cured?
Yep, they're cured enough that they can keep up now, and you're able to tend to them. It's about a week later when your caravan is pulling up to the oasis. You do notice that Ratimer stops you for a moment. Ratimer has been also.
Who's Ratimer?
Ratimer seems to employs Snowbeard. Snowbeard seems to be willing to dig through corpses and that sort of thing. Ratimer was collecting up the corpse of like a coyote that seemed to die, and he's got Snowbeard helping him out.
If you're lucky, sometimes you cut open the guts and they ate someone and there's a ring or something in there.
I did not hear that. Well, if you must. He pulls out a dagger and he gives it to you.
Well, aren't you trusted?
Okay. I just saw this on the cart that he's driving. Does it have a zombie as a driver that's caged up?
These are not zombies; they are corpses.
Right, but there's
yes.
I mean, if you look at that image, it's fucking awesome.
There's a corpse inside of a cage. It looks like it's driving, but of course, Ratimer is Yeah, he gives you a
that's
dagger.
hilarious.
You've helped him several times, and he's fine with you gutting a corpse.
Okay, yeah,
He watches you. He watches you with the knife. Do I have anything to worry about?
No, no, no. Where the hell am I gonna go here? Crying out loud.
Oh, his horses look like they're about ready to die. Weezer's like, don't mind him. He is a corpse horse. They were born underground. They served in the great mausoleums and crypts. They did not see the light of day until about a year ago, and they are nearly blind because of it.
Oh, well.
Happy
Us
times.
dwarves don't see the light of day ever, so, good for them. There you go. I'm cutting some guts, cutting some guts, cutting some guts, looking for gold, cutting some guts, cutting some guts.
Oh, do you like the undead monkey? Yeah, the undead monkey doesn't like you either. It throws little bits of corpses at you all the time,
Hey.
and then hides behind his master. It's a horrible little thing. You do know that Ratimer's a little bit pissed off that like he's certain that somebody's stealing from him.
Oh, Arlen.
Well, what are they stealing from you?
If you do come across some gold pieces that do not belong, I might need you. I may need more help than gutting a coyote.
I'm your man. Yeah, I've done that before.
These
Throw them at the bottom of the cart, right?
These Stygian soldiers are likely the culprits, although they are not very interested in approaching the cart. Apparently, Weejas is known amongst them.
Well, I would find that rather shocking, that they know much of anything, to be honest.
Back in a sec.
What part of the world do you hail from? You don't look like the other dwarves.
No, I'm what, my people, come from, much farther north, so myself, I'm born in Imperial of Asia.
From the north is what I heard.
Well, that's where my people come from, yeah.
And what brought you into slavery?
Some would say fate, some would say bad attitude, and a magistrate seemed to think it was me punching a guard in the face and then trying to cut off his testicles.
Yes. People are rather fond of their bits.
Only reason to take them sometimes.
Why don't you go dump out those guts in front of the Stygian soldiers? It will bother them.
Yeah, yeah! He's very excited about the idea of bothering the Stygian soldiers.
Alright, so you go and just go dump a bunch of guts in front of them from the dog?
And he very enthusiastically is like holding it like a bag. It's like,
What, you fucking dwarf! You know, it's one of those gonna go up and punch you, but Radimir's just standing there and looking at them. he seems to enjoy the joke. Oh, the gallows humor. Literally the gallow. One of the ossuary guardians, which is like an actual animated skeleton, you have seen them move around. One of them is really twitchy when you walk by, which is sort of unnerving. All right, so you keep the Stygians. You keep the Stygians in line. We'll say that you're helping Ratimer out with things, or just being useful around the camp when you guys reach the oasis, and we will arrange the wagons kind of in a circle around the copses of trees. corpse wagon off to the side. And the soldiers end up bathing in shifts after marching through this hot desert. But eventually the gladiators are allowed to bathe.
No.
Bathe, wash their clothes, kind of like wade into the water a bit. You're kind of prodded on to do so if you're not doing it willingly.
He runs, Snowbeard, after being prodded
Yep.
at sword point or spear point, runs into the water and then immediately runs out. That's all you're getting. That's it.
Zamacles was the first to go down to the water. He went down, he picked up a bowl of water, and he drank from some of it and splashed it over his face and got toweled off by the halfling. Undwind and Joram were the next ones that were allowed, and then some of the soldiers, and now that the soldiers have all kind of cleaned themselves, and most of the servants, the gladiators have. It looks like they're having a hard time convincing the dwarves to go into the water as well. Maybe the dwarves are afraid of the water, or they're just not interested. They go and stand kind of into the edges of the water.
Marty.
Yep.
Ugug. Is Arlen free enough to walk to them?
Arlen, you have been ordered to go bathe and clean your clothes and go get clean.
Okay, one of the things I was kind of hoping to do, or get an idea now that we can do, is at the end of the day,
Yep.
to give people a quick bath. At the end of the day, so basically this would be an hour before sunset in the desert. The clothes would dry off, and they would not freeze to death.
Yeah, you guys are at an oasis. Campfires are being lit. Animals are allowed to drink. You guys have been ordered to bathe. It looks like eventually they'll give the people that you've been tending to the chance to bathe. But we're at this point when I need perception checks.
I got no spells, bitches. What time of day is this, Marty?
It is in the evening, or like it's dusk, we'll say.
Okay, so I've basically spent. Do I have my cure lights? Or endure elements, I mean?
Yeah, you have only used half your channels because you didn't arrive here. You didn't do a full day, eight hours.
Okay, so half the channels. Okay. And did I use my endure elements, or because I have a cure light and 2 endure elements?
You likely would have used your endure element.
Okay, so I have a cure light. Okay, I have a cure light and 4 channels. Okay.
Trying.
And that's it, Bob. That's it.
Try and get back into Twitch. It's not rolling for me.
Oh god, I didn't realize they're so big. Somebody give me a D3, because this is a quasi-random encounter.
Okay. Mark, I've rolled enough.
No, I'm entering Twitch right now, so...
Channel? Quick, anybody do a D3. 1 D3.
1 is good, 3 is bad.
Roll a 1.
1D1. 1D3, anyone? Wait, 1? Scoring 12.
3.
For fuck's sake,
All right.
Mark!
Roll
God damn it!
3D4.
No, I'm it's not bad.
5.
I have Lucrota. Enjoy.
That's probably something in the water.
5 Okiug. Have fun, first level characters.
Fuck it. Feed slaves till they're done.
Phantom Slave slowly explodes.
Give me my belly back, belly back, belly.
It's a mummy.
It's a mummy. Comes out of the oasis. No, it is 5 of a thing.
Fuck.
And let me find a good mini for this thing. Let's see, does it give a good description?
Damn it, I should let Foxfire go.
Hmm?
Foxfire rolled a 1.
See, that's what I'm talking about, man. Get Foxfire in there. Why'd you have to fuck it up for everybody, Mark?
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry now. You could have been fighting.
Get in my belly! That's right. That's my favorite character of any movie. Oh, the fat bastard!
That bastard is your character.
Of any movie. Of all movies
all
you've
the
ever
movies.
seen.
That's my
He's
favorite.
better than Darth Vader, is what you're saying.
I didn't have corn!
Apparently so. You're a liar. that is a lie.
The best.
All right, so we'll just put this as. Let's make sure we don't spell it dessert.
What the hell happened to Mike Myers? I like that guy.
He got old and irrelevant.
And he said, no,
I married an axe murderer. I remember that movie. That was good.
The same humor over and over and over becomes tiresome.
For some people. I tire not of this
All right,
brilliance.
what were your perception checks?
Oh shit, you want perception?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, I did not do any of that. Okay, perception.
I got a 22.
Okay, you notice that sneaking up
13.
Along a desert dune, in desert colors, is this brownish, yellowish, spired,
fuck.
um,
Oh no.
dragon-like thing.
Oh fuck me.
It is about the size of a bull.
Fuck.
Where is it? Oh,
It's
back
south
here.
of us. It's gonna fuck us.
Oh no.
As you guys are waiting around, in oasis water,
Not like any predator could be here.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Snowbeard says nothing. Nothing. And makes his way behind all the meat.
all right. So
There's Arlen. Let me check Samuel.
The DC
Yeah.
of the spot check was. Oh, there's definitely a surprise round. Don't move yet. This is just see
All
if
right.
you act in a surprise round.
So Samuel is a 12. Arlen was a 13. We're ruling great right now.
Okay,
See,
you got
Ugg.
Edward and Ugg.
Perception. So Ugg is 18.
Ugg gets to act in the surprise round,
Okay. Edward is
and I'm going to open up the
no
combat sheet
perception. You dick.
because I think everyone needs to fight.
Yeah. Perception. Okay, so he has a +3. So Edward has a no. He's not doing shit. Okay, next is Beard. That's it.
Yeah, you guys have guns. You'll be able to handle this.
Yeah. Midwick ain't here. You said 5. I see 1 Drake so far, and I'm shitting.
Run, motherfucker, run! Yeah, there's gonna be lots of screaming in a minute. I'm going to put you guys on the initiative sheet. Feel free to roll initiative for all the dudes. I'm going to add desert drakes. They go up
Fucking
+6.
S in there.
I'm going to roll.
All right.
I'm going to call it the caravan guards at 2.
Mark, can you start rolling?
Hang on a second. I'll
Hey,
start
where'd my
rolling
fucking
for-
thing go?
Yeah, I'll start rolling for.
Oh, I fucked up. Oh, I fucked up. I fucked
That
up.
is not the initiative sheet I was
fucked
looking
up.
for.
I'm looking for the initiative sheet. I don't know where the hell it went. I had it up here.
Oh, there it is. Alright, it's all modified. Snowbeard. The hell did I roll? I forget now. 7. Alright. Not a great roll.
Oh, Threngar the beardless is in here. We've got Ashoka. I'll just remove him.
Alright,
Okay,
I'm just
so,
gonna start rolling.
Yeah, can you start rolling and tell me the numbers?
Alright, so how many we got? 1.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Snowbeard 4, 5, 6. Get
Yeah,
rid
that
of
random
Ashoka.
encounter chart was not happy.
Alright, so first roll is 10.
Okay.
Next roll is 12.
Okay.
5.
Hold on. Sorry. 10. Okay, so Marty, did you read 10? Okay, 12, 5.
11,
Okay. Yep.
19,
Yep.
and 7.
I need caravan masters.
How many? Or
Just one.
just,
Just
I
one,
guess,
just
caravan
one.
masters. So that's
Yeah.
a 20.
20? Okay.
Yeah.
There we go, Marty.
Okay. First to go are the caravan masters. If they see the drakes sneaking up on them, drakes plural. Then it's the desert drakes: Ugg, Ratimer, Edward, caravan guard, Sam, Arlen, Undwind, and the servants and Snowbeard. I think we forgot about the dwarves,
Slaves.
dwarves and slaves. Go ahead and give me a roll for them.
Yeah.
Marty, can you show, or do you want to show the initiative sheet just so that people see what the thing kind of looks like?
Yeah.
7
guess we've shown
and
it before.
4.
It is not readable at that.
No, just kind of giving a quick idea of how we go through.
Yep.
And as we do rounds, we just put X's in like column G, then H, then I.
Yeah.
So for spells that are like with X number of rounds,
A shared spreadsheet for the win, because we can all edit it at the same time and look at it. So that's effectively what we use. I'm going to reduce the size so I can read it.
it works.
Okay. The caravan masters don't see what's going on. In fact, a lot of them are in their tents and getting ready for camp and that sort of thing. So far, only one desert drake has made its presence known. It definitely knows you're there, and it is going to surge forward.
Do we see it now? Or not? Or this is...
I just shit my pants.
When do I shit my pants? This is
They
A
do not have
winged-
frightful presence, but yeah,
winged,
it is a
horned,
big, horrible...
toothed. No, we've got our nails and our teeth. We're gonna run
Okay.
to cover in the water.
The dragons are smart. They know... Yeah. So this one has taken flight. It was above the tree line. There are two others that are storming forward from the north using pack tactics. And it looks like they are concentrating on the guys with the guns and the guys with weapons at this point.
I don't know about you guys. I'm gonna go hang out with the master.
You guys know where your weapons are. So, no, they don't have weapons. The weapons are kept
We have nothing.
in a box that's kind of hanging on the outside of the noble covered wagon. Like there are two big trunks where all the weapons are kept.
Are they locked?
Maybe. Ugg, what is Ugg doing? He points up at the dragons. I think he saw, right?
This is Arlen.
What's Ugg doing, guys? You guys have 5 guys to control. Go ahead.
Okay. Mark, you've done Ugg before. I can do Edward, and
Difficult terrain through the water, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Yeah.
just come
Flying
out- come out on-
velociraptors, you're fucked.
why doesn't Ugg go out on this side? It's faster, less water.
Yeah, but he's still got to go around, so... Yeah, fine. I'll do that.
Okay, Ugg
know.
surges out of the water. Naked Ugg with his 3 arms. By this point in time, the injury to his hand is all healed because of it was not a permanent injury. Ratimer, who's off to the side for a moment, sees these dragon things approach. He is surprised. Edward. not surprised. Shit! What the hell? They're running to grab
Fire,
weapons and